Alright, let the skiff go dry. Pretty good spot. See, when you're scouting these areas to have your skiff go dry, you want it where it's not going to harm the bottom of the boat. These things are pretty stinking tough, but you want to avoid areas that have a lot of rocks and whatnot. This is pretty muddy. Again, I'm not an expert at this. I've done this times before, but when you are letting your skiff go dry, there's some things to consider. Obviously, when you're anchoring, you want to have enough scope out. It's not about just a heavy anchor that reaches the bottom. It's about the fact the boat can float the anchor. And so you want to have enough scope to where it has to drag everything and will not lift the anchor and lift the chain. The chain dragging on the bottom is what's going to really anchor it in, but you want it to dig, the anchor itself to actually dig in. So if you're choosing a spot to anchor and let it go dry, you're going to want nice muddiness. So scout that out. Avoid big rocks if possible. And yeah, there it is. Nice and dug in there. So as the wind came out of the north and pushed that out, and as the tide went out, see how it took that all this way. When we anchored last night, it was anchored somewhere around here. We redug it in and it was facing that way, and the boat was out there. We came in at a lower tide. So then as the tide went out and the wind started coming out of the north, it ended up going that way. So again, you want enough scope. So if we didn't have enough scope, the boat would have lifted and carried all of that, and the boat would have floated off towards out there.